Alhamdulillah, wa ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Some friends went to visit Uthman ibn Affan, and he looked at them and he said, how come I see one of you has come to me and his eyes has committed adultery? He looked with a shahwa, with a desire to a woman. So the man asked him, awahyun ba'da Rasulillah? Did the wahy come and tell you one of us looked at a woman like this? He told him, ittaqi farasat al-mu'min. Be careful, because the mu'min sees with the light of his heart. So the mu'min sees with his heart, and I seen it, and so one of you did this, subhanallah. So this is the mu'min sees with his heart. A man came to Hassan al-Basri and told him, it doesn't rain, what should we do? He told him, astaghfirullah. A while later, somebody came and said, I am poor, what should I do? So he said, astaghfirullah. Somebody else came and said, my wife is barren, we cannot have kids. He told him, say astaghfirullah. Later somebody else came and said, the land is dry and dying, what should we do? He said, astaghfirullah. He said, the water streams are drying. Said astaghfirullah. So the people around him told him, yeah, Imam, everything you tell him, astaghfirullah. Is this the cure for everything? The person who, no rain, the person who's poor, the person who wants children, the land, everything says astaghfirullah. Don't you have anything else? SubhanAllah. That's what, because we are like this, we're humans. We don't accept. So he said, didn't Allah say in the Quran, فقلت لهم استغفروا ربكم إنه كان غفارا يرسل السماء عليكم مدرارا ويمددكم بأموال وبنين ويجعل لكم جنات ويجعل لكم أنهارا. Very simple. When we say astaghfirullah, all these wonderful things, any problem we have, we say astaghfirullah. It's like magic, subhanallah. Any problem. But yet we want the complicated things. And as we sing the man who says Bismillah, Alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him everything he wants. And we say astaghfirullah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give us, inshaAllah. Very simple thing in the time of trouble, because we are remembering Allah, and we remember that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala kulli shayin qadir, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive us. Astaghfirullah. Very simple advice. And as we know, a man, Musa alayhi salam, it didn't rain. And in Islam, when it stops raining and we need the rain, we do salat al-istisqa to ask Allah to give us rain. And same thing at the time of Musa alayhi salam, they went out to pray. Maybe their prayers is different, but they still go out in an open field to pray to Allah, to ask them to give rain. And after they prayed, among them is Musa alayhi salam, one of Ulil Azm, and he told them, if we ask Allah, it will rain. Didn't rain. And then, so he asked, Ya Allah, why didn't it rain? He told him, there is a sinner among you, and I will not let it rain so long as he's among you. So Musa alayhi salam asked the people, whoever is the sinner, leave us please. So Allah answers our prayer and it rains. But we're human and we get embarrassed. Nobody wants to be shown off in front of everybody. He's the one that's alone. So nobody went out. And then they pray again and the rain doesn't come. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told him, the sinner is still among you. It will not rain. And the third time they pray and it rained. Nobody had left. So Musa alayhi salam asked Allah, Ya Allah, nobody left and it rained. He told him, well, this person asked for forgiveness. Ask that I cover up for him and not to expose him, and I have forgiven him. So Musa alayhi salam asked, Ya Allah, tell me who's this person that you have forgiven, that asked you with a clear heart and you've forgiven. He said, I did not expose him when he was a sinner. And now that I've forgiven him, I will expose him to you. Subhanallah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves us all, and He just wants us to do istighfar and ask for istighfar. They say that one of the Sahaba asked his servant to go and buy a horse for him. And he came with a horse and the owner of the horse, and he told him, I bought this horse for $400, for example. So he looked at the horse and told the man, would you take 500? So the boy told him, I bought it for 400 for you. Told him, no, would he take 5? The man didn't say anything. So he told him, would you take 600 for it? He kept going up. So the man told him, I have never seen a buyer like you. Everybody wants to take the price down, and you are asking to take the price up. Why? So he told him, I heard this, Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, النصح لكل Muslim. You have to advise every Muslim. And the moment I seen this horse, I knew it was worth 800. I could not take it from you for 400 without advising you to take more. Subhanallah, advising you to take more. Because we have to do the right thing. And as we know, a man, good man, going merchant, going home in the desert, and the thief stops him and says, I'll take your money and I will kill you. So this man says, take my money and I have a family and children, please let me go. He said, no, I am in a mood today to kill somebody. I will kill you and take your money too. So he told him, I ask you one thing, let me pray 2 rak'ahs and then kill me. So the man does wudu and he prays, and in the sujood he calls, Ya Wadud, Ya Wadud, Ya Zul Arsh al-Majid, Ya Fa'alun lima turid, Ya Mughisu Aghisna, Ya Mughisu Aghisna. Save me, Allah, save me, Allah. So after he finished the prayer, he sees the night comes and the night kills the thief. So he told him, where did you come from? This is a desert. There was nobody around. He said, I'm an angel in the 4th heaven. The first time you called Allah, we felt a shake in heaven. The second time you called, we felt a bigger shake. And we ask, the angels are asking, what's happening? They said, a mu'min in trouble. A mu'min is in trouble, calling Allah. So when you called the 3rd time, I said, Ya Allah, let me go and save him. So Allah allowed me and I came to save you. A mu'min in trouble, heaven shake, subhanallah. If we only know Allah and we ask Allah, we should ask Allah first rather than last. We always go to every friend and go to family and go to relatives, and when all the doors are closed, we go to Allah. Why not go from the beginning? A mu'min in trouble, وَأَمَّنْ يُجِيبُ الْمُضْطَرِّ إِذَا دَعَاهُ. Who will answer the prayers of somebody in trouble if he asks? And as we said before, the scholar said, this muttar could be a believer or non-believer. So long as he raises his hands and call Allah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will save him. They tell us that Rabi'a al-Adawiyya, her father, came with food one day. She knew he didn't have a lot of money. So she asked him, Father, where did this food come from? Is it halal or haram? He told her daughter, what could we do? We have no food and we're all hungry. She told him, Father, maybe we can be patient for hunger. But how could we be patient and how could we take the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the day of judgment for eating al-haram? Subhanallah. And this is just food. They are hungry and food. And how many of us will close their eyes about where things are coming from for things we don't need? Maybe a newer car or a newer house or things we don't need. And yet they are hungry and she's still asking, is this halal or haram? Tell us